What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central. I'm one of your hosts here. My name is Haize. I'm holding it down for C-Dub and Bobby, them Cognac Boys, my co-host on this show. And on today's episode, you know what, guys, are trying to bring you that daily content now. Today's episode, I wanted to talk to you guys about why the relationship between Justin Fields and Darnell Mooney may be the most important relationship on this team. And I'm also going to throw in Tevin Jenkins. I'm going to make some Star Trek comparisons, so be prepared. We're going to get into it today on Chicago Bears Central.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
All right, Bears fans, another quick episode for you guys. I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be before you long for my church goers today. But if you're under the sound of my voice, we're going to talk some Chicago Bears things. And the thing that I want to talk to you guys today about is why the relationship and the chemistry between Justin Fields and Darnell Mooney is going to be the most important thing that happens on this Bears offense this season. Now, again, the relationship between a quarterback and his number one is much like the relationship between Jean-Luc Picard and Riker. You got to have it's important for that it to be an extension there. It's important for Justin Fields, especially in his first season as a full-time starter, to come in and have that chemistry with Darnell Mooney and know where he's going to be able to trust that when he throws the ball to Darnell Mooney is going to be where he's supposed to be. And for Justin Fields also to help Darnell Mooney out is to predict what Darnell Mooney is going to do and the way that he's going to move. We've already talked about in the last episode how the advanced analytics show that Darnell Mooney may very well be more ready to be the number one wide receiver than let me put myself out here. Than what I initially thought coming into the season. Looking at the number of receptions Darnell Mooney had in his second season last year, 81 receptions. Now, again, not a lot of that was thrown to him from Justin Fields, but it goes to show that he's going to be a consistent target, and he should be, with a much better offense, removing that Nagy-itis from this team. Justin Fields and the fact that they are really building and focusing on their relationship, that their chemistry, that they want to take the Chicago Bears offense to a new level, and it's both of them trying to do that together. It's going to bode well for the growth of this offense. However this offense goes, yes, the offensive line is an important part of this. Yes, the tight end Cole Kmet, and I've said that Cole Kmet is one of my X factors this season coming in. But when you hear this, and this was an article from NBC Sports Chicago that came out today, that Darnell Mooney and Fields are working nonstop to take the Bears to the next level. What that tells me is that they understand how important that their relationship is going to be. A quarterback and his number one wide receiver, especially in the wide receiver core, where really Darnell Mooney is the only familiarity that Justin Fields is going to have. He is going to be, outside of Cole Kmet, that safety net in many ways for Justin Fields. He's the one that he should be able to trust. And them spearheading this new look, Luke Getsy, Chicago Bears offense is going to bode well. But listen, even though I made the comparison to Jean-Luc Picard and Riker, every team needs a Worf as well. And that is Tevin Jenkins. Tevin Jenkins, I think him being healthy, him being in his right mind, him being able to do the things that we kind of wanted and expected to see from him before, him coming in with all the preparation and being that big offensive lineman, that lineman that hopefully they can trust, that lineman that offers safety. Tevin Jenkins being that as well is going to be another key part because it's going to help keep Justin Fields safe. Again, that's the offensive line overall. We have the way that this offensive line is going to develop. I don't want to overlook their importance either. But another quote from Darnell Mooney: I'm ready for whatever anybody brings to me. I'm ready for any task, any type of defense that we're seeing, whatever it is, any way I can help the team. You know, if I get double teamed, I'll be a decoy for the team so everybody else can be open. I mean, I'm good with that. Any way I can help to win. That is what you want to hear from your number one wide receiver. Listen, I still have my questions personally about how this team is, if Darnell Mooney can be a long-term number one wide receiver, or if we're eventually going to have to get somebody just as good, maybe a bigger target, or better than him to pair as well to make our wide receiver core that much more dangerous. But I will tell you this, hearing that from Darnell Mooney, being able to read that from him, knowing where his head is as a third-year player in the NFL, and now he walks in, just like Justin Fields walked in as the day one starter for the first time in his short career. Darnell Mooney also walks in to this season being the number one clear-cut wide receiver and target for Justin Fields. We already have high hopes. We've said it for Byron Pringle, for Velus Jones, and whatever else they end up doing. Cole Kmet, I expect Cole Kmet to have a very big season being a target for Justin Fields as well. But the most important relationship, the most important chemistry for the Chicago Bears offense, in my opinion, is Darnell Mooney and Justin Fields, throwing in Tevin Jenkins and the offensive line overall as well on that. I guess outside of comparing it to John-Luc Picard, Riker, and Worf, I guess we can also say Luke, Han, and Chewbacca. And I don't mean to like throw animal-like comparisons to Tevin Jenkins, but listen, he's just there to get shit done. Let me know what you guys think. Do you stand with me on thinking that this is the most important relationship and chemistry on this team for the offensive side of the ball? Do you think Luke Getsy and his offense is going to bring the best out of it? Everything that we've heard so far has me very, very excited for what this offense can and will look like for the Chicago Bears. But it's up to them to show it on the field. And at least hearing this from Darnell Mooney and Justin Fields and hearing that they want to spearhead taking the Chicago Bears to the next level was important to me, and I hope it's important to you too. Let me know down below how you feel about it. Make sure you're following the podcast at Shy Bears Central on every social media platform we're on, which is basically just Twitter and Instagram. You can also send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. And lastly, if you want to leave us a text and or voicemail, the number to do so is 773-270-2799. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for having this journey with us as we continue to build out this platform. But that daily content, as long as there's content to be had, we'll be getting to you guys every single day. But thank you again. I'm Haize, for C-Dub and Bobby. I'm signing out. Bear down, go Bears. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.